All right, we are going to practice graphing reciprocal functions now in this unit, or rational functions. So we're going to start with some basic reciprocal functions. So when you're looking at rational functions, meaning a fraction, you're looking for two kinds of asymptotes. They're called horizontal and vertical. Well, you actually are going to look for three. The third one is called oblique. Today, we are just looking for horizontal and vertical. So to find those asymptotes, I'm going to write down some hints. So let's start with vertical asymptote, because you're used to finding your vertical asymptote. So when you're looking at a vertical asymptote, you're going to set your denominator equal to 0. So in this case, we've got y equals 3 over x. If I set my denominator equal to 0, that is my vertical asymptote. And it's going to be an x equals equation. To find my horizontal asymptote, I have three cases. So I've got if my denominator has a higher exponent, then I'm going to have case 1. So like this, if I had x over x squared plus blah, 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 plus blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what anything else is. You look at the highest exponent. If the highest exponent is in the denominator, then y equals 0 is your horizontal asymptote. The second case is if you have the same exponent. And it doesn't matter what anything else is. You just look at your highest exponent. If they're the same, so denominator higher, denominator same, then you look at the numbers in front. So let's pretend like I have a 2 and a 1. So you look at the numbers in front. I have 2 over 1. So my equation would be y equals 2. Case 3, so here denominator is bigger. Here they're the same exponent. So the third case would be if my numerator is bigger. In this case, we have no horizontal asymptote. Instead, we have what's called an oblique. So for right now, you just need to know about it. It won't be in these problems. We will start with this on Wednesday or another day in another assignment, in which case you're going to have to divide and get your oblique. Okay, so those are your three cases. So let's take a look at our number 1. We have a bigger exponent here. It's a 1. So when we have a bigger exponent in the denominator, then our horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. So I'm going to draw in my asymptotes. So my vertical asymptote is x equals 0. That's right here. And my horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. So that's right there. Now I'm going to graph. So I'm going to pick a point on each side of my vertical asymptote. So I'm going to pick 1. So I've got 3 over 1 equals 3. So at 1, it goes up to 3. So my graph is in here. At -1, I get a -3, so my graph is in here. Oops. So that is what rational functions look like. So now I'm going to write my domain. My domain is going left to right. I always start at -infinity, and I'm going to go until I hit my asymptote. So that is 0, and then 0 to infinity. My range, I'm going bottom to top. I'm going to go till I hit my asymptote. Okay, let's try it again. So let's take a look at number 4. First of all, I'm going to show you the long form, and then I want you to try and find a pattern here. So I've got 1 over x minus 2. Does anyone remember what happens when I'm adding and subtracting to a function? Remember when we did shifts? So think about that shift idea. We're going to do this the long way. Okay, so I've got 1 over x. I need a common denominator. I'm going to write it in. So here we go. Set the denominator equal to 0. So I've got a vertical asymptote is x equals 0. But now look, they both have the power of 1, so I look at the numbers in front to get my horizontal asymptote. This is case 2. So my horizontal asymptote is -2 over 1, which is -2. Okay, so I'm going to plot. I still have x equals 0. I may get a different pen for next time because I don't think you guys can see that. And then I've got y is -2. Now, I like to pick a point, so I'm going to go at 1 and -1. So if I plug in 1, at 1 I get -1. So that's up here. Remember, asymptotes, most of the time we do not cross them. Every once in a while we might cross the horizontal asymptote, but for the most part we don't cross them. And obliques sometimes we cross. Okay, -1, plugging in a -1. Negative times negative is a positive. So at -1, I'm at -3. You're going to start to see some patterns as you do enough of these, but I'm not going to tell you the patterns right now. Okay, you're going to start to see some patterns. X equals 0 from your denominator. That -2, you're going to start to see. All right, let's try this number 5. Okay, so we've got vertical asymptote. Oh, I need to go back. I didn't do domain. So it starts at -infinity. X says to stop at 0. There's my asymptote. Horizontal says to stop at -2. All right. Now let's go to number 5. Okay, so my denominator this time is x minus 1. So I'm going to add 1. So I get x equals 1. My horizontal asymptote, it's bigger in the denominator, so it's y equals 0. In fact, I can do my domain without even looking at it. X says to stop at 1. And y says to stop at 0. All right, so let's graph x at 1. So I'm going to put it in, and y is at 0. Okay, so I'm going to go to each side. So I'm going to plug in 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, so I've got 1/2. So at 2, it's up here, so it's in this quadrant. And at 0, minus 1 is -1, so that's down in this quadrant. Really, when I'm plugging in a number, I'm just trying to find the quadrant. All right, we're going to do one more. So we're going to take a look at number 15. So I need a denominator of x minus 1. So I have -2, and I'm going to distribute that. Minus 3x plus 3. -2. Okay, so here we go. I set my denominator equal to 0. So I have vertical asymptote. When I solve that, I get x equals 1. Horizontal asymptote, when I look at it, I have the same x exponent, so I look at the front, which gives me -3. Domain says to stop at 1. Range says to stop at -3. I'm going to plug them in. So x equals 1. And y equals -3. Okay, I'm going to check either side. I've got to find the quadrant. When I plug in 2, I get -5. So it's down here. When I plug in 0, I get it up here. And there's our graphs. All right. So I've done a few for you. Of course, I'll do some more in Zoom, and go ahead and give them a try.